Yes, when you come here, there are certain things that you know before you come. You know it's going to be a difficult evening. You know Spurs with the quality that they've got and they can bring on. You know you're going to have to defend well, and you know you're going to have minimal good chances. And probably that was the difference, apart from the general flow of the game, is that I thought we conceded two poor goals. The first one, obviously, a very fortuitous goal, and the second one, a free kick that we didn't need to give away in that position in the first place. And probably the two good chances that we had, we didn't put away. And that's the difference. The bits in between, with the quality that they've got and the possession that they've got, there, the normal stuff that we know. But I thought we stayed in the game. I thought we defended. We had a good defensive structure, and probably the only disappointment, apart from the goals, is that I thought in the first half period that we needed to be a little bit more confident and braver on the ball. Yes, and I think we accept that a team like us that has only just got promotion went through a really good period. Probably we lost the first two games, and then we came on to a really good period for a good period of time, and we're now on, certainly results wise, on a difficult period that we're going through. But what we have to accept is that can happen, and it was always going to happen at some stage during the season. And what the defining bits will be is how you come through that one. And I hopefully will see a team that picked enough positives from today to take into our next two games, that, of course, that are both at home, that are going to be important for us.
Does it help, obviously, your experience of being in the Premier League to maybe help?
Yeah, I hope so. And my job is very much to make sure that it's a disappointing changing room in there, which is good to see, because it means that they care about their game, and it means that they were in a game. But you want to channel, and my responsibility is to make sure you channel that one into positivity, say, going into the next game, which is at home. And of course, always what happens is that when you don't get results, it brings more pressure on the next games, and that's things that we have to accept. But to be where we want to be in this division, you've got to pick up points.
Chris, with those two big home games coming up, was that in your mindset with the 5 changes you made for today's game?
Only slightly. Probably, Bruno, who has been our consistent right back, right through the season. I think that's the first game he's missed, so probably with Bruno. But no, with the other changes, I think it was a combination of us playing 3 games in a week, not having done so well in the last couple of games. One pleasing aspect from today was Baram Kyle playing his first game of the season, and I thought he did well, acquitted himself really well. So not necessarily about Saturday, but a combination of the last couple of games, and probably with Bruno in mind, yes, a change for Saturday.
Chris, was the real one, best chance was Tottenham's, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes, and probably if I went back to our West Ham game, I think our performance away from home was better, but in a game that, again, where there were going to be minimal chances, we were very clinical. And when you come here, the chances are not going to be too many, particularly clear chances. And I thought we had two really good chances, and Thomas, of course, the best one. And they're the moments that you have to take on board. And of course, at 1-1, it becomes a different game. They certainly would have to open up far more perhaps than what they did, take more chances what they did, and it becomes a different game.
I need a bit of luck as well sometimes coming to places like this. I think at Old Trafford, the breakthrough goal there was a bit unfortunate, and tonight as well.
Yes. Well, and when you come to these places, you need to show composure and quality on the ball. You have to defend well, and yes, you need them fortuitous moments that are going to go your way, as opposed, the opposition. We went to Old Trafford a few weeks ago, put in a really good performance against a top team, and again it was a very fortuitous deflection that changed the game. So, but these things happen, and what you have to do, you have to force them moments, into your favour, or you have to force that bit of luck into your favour. And the only way you can do that is to continue to work hard and continue to try and win games.
Chris, I think there's 6 points between the bottom half of the table now. It's quite wide open there. What do you think are going to be the qualities that are going to separate the teams that struggle from the teams that survive?
Well, normally it's when I think normally when you look at a league table and you look at particular teams that are in a position you don't expect them to be, then normally what tends to happen over a period of a season, they work their way out of it. An example, an Everton that's nobody expected them to be where they were, but everybody expected them to start climbing the table, which they have done and probably will continue to do. So, we've got to make sure to get back to the things that we do best, the games that we can win. But I think that we continue. I think there are a big group of teams that can win games off of each other, and of course, as soon as your result, your result here, the very first thing you're looking at is the results from the teams below you, and probably what has happened for us for the last few weeks is that some of the results have gone for us, but at some stage they won't.
Given where you are at the moment, when you came up, everyone maybe had you Brighton as a club in one of those to go down. Do you now look at where you are approaching the halfway stage of the table? What's it, 3 points clear? Kind of feel quite heartened by the fact that so far players are defied expectations.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I think it's normal. I think it's normal, particularly when if you are a club that has been in the Premier League, has gone down and then come back up again, then possibly it might be different. But it's normal that we would be at the start of the season the bookies' favourites to go back down again. And what you have to try and do is use that in your favour, in the changing room to motivate the players. But I'd have to say overall I've been pleased. If I'm looking at if I take these 3 games out of it and look at all of our games as a whole, some of the results and performances, overall I'm been pleased. And probably at the start of the season, if you were to tell me we'd be here at this stage, the results that we've got, then I would have been delighted with it. But it's the next bits now, and we are on by our qualities and standards this season, going through a bad period of results. Fortunately for us, so are some other clubs, but we have now got to show the quality to make sure that we keep that distance between ourselves and that bottom 3.